leg. His mid-year play, he got an A for the Seattle game, A plus. He made all 4 field goals. And my grade for him is right now still like at C plus. As he continues to prove, he's missed 4 field goals, not really counting the 60 yards, so he's really missed 3. But I want to see how he kicks on outdoors and on the grass this Sunday, because outdoors, the Giants game, they didn't kick any field goals against San Diego, and then the game outdoors against Kansas City, his kicking was a little not the greatest, erratic. So, like I said, the Saints are going to have to learn how to play the same way they play at home. They have to play that same way on the road. And so I'm going to keep an observation on him, but I think you have to stick with this young guy. He has great potential. He's young, has a strong foot, and I think that, Coach Payton has to be patient. But like Sharita has stated or alluded to, our word for this Friday night show is alluded, and that's the key word. Don Payton will ship you out in FedEx Express, quicker than Federal Express, UPS, and the U.S. Postal, and get you out. So you just need to continue to kick successfully, Will, and I think we may have a solid kicker. Your thoughts on Will Lutz, first half of the season, Diva and Kyle?
He was, in the beginning, I was just like, whoa, oh, here we go again. But I think it's one of the things with him is it's one of those things. He came from somewhere else and hadn't actually seen the field, so it's gonna take time for him to build confidence. Not saying when you leave one stage and you at the top of your game, now you got to prove yourself. So he's taking the step, because in the beginning it was just like, whoa, what did we get? But I feel he's getting more and more confident with what he has to deliver from game to game. And the hope is you just, if you see that you're trying to kick right and it goes wide left, well, that's called practice. You just going to have to be a kicking machine in your free time to get it set up and get it right. That's just more practice, and that's probably what it's going to take. But in the beginning, I was ready to ship him off. There was one game where he kicked and he missed epically, and it was just like, what the hell did we sign?
Did you say bigly or epically?
Huh? No, he epically.
I do.
He missed epically.
That was for Trump again. Bigly?
What? Bigly? Yeah, he missed bigly. It was it's like, oh, that's ugly. And then another one came along that was kind of ugly, and it was just like, oh, you don't want to be homeboy that thought that he messed up in one of the championship games, and then it came to the Super Bowl, and you're shaking in your kicking shoes. So hopefully he can work within himself, like I said, with the practice, and get in. It's gonna be he's got to build confidence. He's got to build confidence.
I think he is building confidence. Diva.
Yeah, he's building confidence, and he has made some kicks that have been pretty impressive. Yeah. So at that time, you have that. You gotta look at your mistakes and your triumphs, and he's getting there. So he's getting there. So I don't feel that he should be Mike Bell. I don't think he should be the kicker that was Mike Bell. But just give him some time to develop a little bit more, and that's that I will say about him, because this is his first year. Get a man some time to develop. Now next year, if you come back and stuff is hitting the nacho salesman, then yeah, we might need to reevaluate you and send you elsewhere.
Yeah,
somewhere like Atlanta.
I agree. I think his confidence has been growing. Think about this. He's the only guy in the league who has had 2 special teams player of the week awards already early in this young season. I mean, that should give him enough little confidence there to know that he can nail the big one. He nailed a big 57-yarder for us. So, right. I mean, the opportunities are going to be there because we're going to keep being in close games. And, you know, the way he came through against Seattle when we missed out on some good red zone opportunities, I think, you know, the best thing Sean Payton has done this season is to really stay with this kid, to say, yes, I believe in this guy. Because Garrett Hartley was that guy for us years ago.
Right.
You know,
right.
And I just think if he would have just kept with Garrett Hartley one more year, brought him back or something, Garrett Hartley would have continued to be a kicker for the New Orleans Saints. He just had that lull period. And sometimes a player's just going to have that where they're going to have some doubts from time to time. But you've got to be better at encouraging and empathizing what they're doing or what they're going through to try to help them to get over the hump. So, yeah, Will Lutz, I've got to say, I'm not going to give him an A. I'll give him a B minus because he has made all of his extra point kicks. But what scares me more than anything else is the protection up front on his kicks, because we did have a block,
right?
You know, and Andrus Peat and Teron Armstead, the two guys that you would think wouldn't let people just come in and help to block kicks, have been kind of suspect at times on the special teams side.
That Pete dude, and I'm sorry to interrupt, but is he on a workout plan or something?
Pete.
Yes.
Pete,
I'm still kind of concerned.
Well, if you notice, Diva, if you notice, he has to be on a workout plan because he doesn't have his turkey arms this year.
No, he still got them arms still there.
They're not as bad as they were.
They might be organic.
Yeah.
but they still there.
Oh my goodness! And those cankles, man. But he's gonna be all right.
I need you off carbs, bro, or something.
And we've stated about. Do you guys prefer Lewis or Marcus Murphy back there on kickoffs and punt returning?
That's a good question, man. I'm going to answer it like this. I prefer Marcus Murphy, and the only reason why I will tell you this is that he hasn't seen enough touches. Lewis, I know he's averaged a little bit better on the kickoffs. So why are we still having Travaris Cadet trying to fill some of these kickoffs? I don't understand that. But, you know, Lewis has done 26 yards per average. But Marcus Murphy, when he had the opportunity to field a kickoff, was 26 yards as well. Now, what's the difference has been in the punt return. You know, Tom Lee had that big punt return earlier in the year, but he hasn't really been much of a factor since. So, do we pull him? I'm not sure, but I think you got to give Marcus Murphy an opportunity. The only reason why he has Darius Byrd back there fielding the punt returns because he knows Darius Bird's not going to try to run. He's just going to catch. That's it.
Right.
But these other kids are going to try to catch and run. So I don't know, man. It's a perplexing thing because both of those young men are extreme talents, but I really still feel Marcus Murphy, if you give him a little bit more time, man, we're going to see another one or two long punt returns if you give him the chance.
Uh-huh. And Diva, who you prefer to see, Marcus Murphy or Lewis?
I would go with Murphy. Get a man a shot. You know, get a man a shot, and then if he drops the ball,
cut him.
Literally.
Cut him.
And figuratively.
Right. Just cut him.
Yeah, cut him.
If you don't have that confidence in him, cut him.
Just yell at him. Like, I told you to wear the cleats. I told you to wear the spike.
Right.
Why didn't you wear the metal spike? Yeah, it just give them a little bit of that, and then you look around and next year it'll be in Cleveland.
Right.
So
Cleveland. Oh, like Jamie Collins.
no, you talk about Jamie Collins. Where you think that's where Mike Bell ended up after we won the Super Bowl in Cleveland?
Yeah, Mike Bell, when he thought he was going to make some money, he made a little money, but he was gone after that.
He didn't make it. He didn't make it like 5 weeks before they cut him.
Yeah, that was gone. Bye, Felicia.
Well, so we're gonna keep an eye on that Marcus Murphy and Tommy Lewis in the special teams. We go to the coaches segment. In terms of coaching overall,
I'm sorry.
Coach Payton.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Professor. I'm going to give Professor. You forgot Thomas Morstead.
Oh yeah, I didn't say nothing about Morstead because he's A+. So
okay, all right.
That's the only reason why the grade for special teams is a C, because Morstead is kicking at an All-Pro. That's just automatic right there. There's not much to say about Morstead and how great he has been.
Right.
He's been phenomenal. Coaching, my grade for Coach Payton at the mid-year level and the entire staff, because they're below 500, you are what your record is. So you're not even you're a low. Right now you're C-. Although they have improved in their last 4 games.
What's up with all these high grades?
These continue coming with these 0-3 starts. They started at Z, Sarita. It was at Z with the 0-3. And now
they was at zero. They was they didn't even have a grade. Like F, it was like not applicable.
Not applicable, exactly. You got it. And so since they won 3 out of their last 4, and they really should have won all 4, I brought them up. The average came out to C-, and it's steady going up in terms of that. Dennis gets a C. He's doing the best he can. Pete Carmichael, when he's calling the plays, I give him a B+. And then Coach Payton overall, with some of the personnel moves that they're doing, like I don't like how they did Pete at first. I don't like how they're doing Anthony. I don't know about that acquisition of Laurinaitis or Ellaby because they still hurt. So all of that's factor Bird. And overall, they seem to be doing well with this draft class with Von Bell, and Michael Thomas. We'll see what happens with David O, and we'll see what happens with Sheldon Rankins when he comes back this week in terms of that. So Daniel Lesko is contributing. So right now I give them the overall a C-. You all thoughts on Coach Payton and the staff and y'all grades for coaching at mid-year?
I'm going to say coaching overall mid-year, and I'm not going to break it down by offensive call. I'm going to say they sitting right at a 69.999999995. 955. There's 6'9", and 2.5 at the end, where you might be able to roll that up to like a 70.5.
D+.
They said they sitting at a FD. So the 69 is an F. At 69.99999 with a few 5s at the end, that you might be able to roll that up to make it. Do some magician math. You might be able to round that up and make it a little bit of a 70.
That sounds like some new math. That's that new math.
No, that's that new math. No.
That's the new math.
Yeah, that's the new math. The new math.
Goodness.
Somehow you make it, and it might come out to 70. I don't know how they do it. It's beyond me. But overall, that's what they work. While, like I said, with the offense and overall the team overall, it seemed like we started in the dumps, in the pits, and slowly have tried to find a way to dig ourselves out, because we were so down that if the saying goes, The only way you can go, you're down. The only way you can go is up. Well, hey,
It's kind of like a shrug and a